the Scarletlolo Cooking Show. Welcome.
Hello and welcome to the Scarletlolo Cooking Show.
This is the first time I've been successful in growing fennel because it's quite hard to grow, but it's so worth it because they're very pricey in the supermarket. For tonight's dinner for 3, I'm going to fry some fennel and portobello mushrooms, melt some Gouda cheese over the top, and on the side there will be some rice that I've already boiled with sun-dried tomatoes, some broccoli with some hot sauce if you like, a variety of salads, and mango and custard for dessert.
With mushrooms, I tend to just give them a wipe. I don't like to soak them. They soak up water. They're usually not that dirty anyway because they're grown in a very controlled environment. So we're having big mushrooms, we're having fennel and mushroom fry up with cheese, Gouda cheese.
And for dessert, we're having mango with vanilla custard.
Right. I'm going to start by slicing up the mushrooms.
All the slicing gets fast forwarded. I do them about 1 centimeter thick. Then to the fennels, I chop off the ends, I chop off the stalks, and I cut them down the middle widthwise so that I can fry them flat. All the green bits I don't throw out, all the fennelly bits. I use them like a herb. I chop it up finely, very last minute, because it's quite tender. It doesn't take a lot of time in the pan. But those fennels are now ready to go into olive oil in the hot pan, and I'm going to fry them until they're about golden brown. This is a good time to start chopping up bits for the salad, i.e. celery in this case, finely chopped. I'm doing some sun-dried tomatoes that I mix in with the pre-cooked rice. And we'll give that a little heat through in the microwave just before I'm ready to serve.
Right, I'm chopping up the tomatoes into smallish pieces.
And I'm frying the mushrooms and the fennel in the pan. This is quite high heat, so I like to keep stirring, moving things around, making sure everything is evenly browned. I've also got some broccoli steaming, only a little bit, and I'm heating some milk for the custard.
I'm going to grate some fresh nutmeg because that is much nicer than having it already ground, because when you buy it already ground, it's probably been sitting on the shelf for some time. Don't need very much. I'm now going to add some nutmeg and paprika to the fennel.
When each piece has got a crispy brown crust, that is the time we're done with the frying.
I'll slice some cheese to go on top of the fennel and mushroom.
The slices are about 5 millimeters thick, and I distribute them evenly in the pan, and then I sprinkle on the finely cut fennel herb over the top, which makes a lovely garnish. And I will then put the lid on to let the cheese melt.
I'm going to chop half an onion very finely for my salad dressing.
In ancient Egypt, the onion was a symbol for the moon, there being a perceived connection made between its lily-like growth and the ghostly nocturnal visitor.
A quarter of that onion is going to go in the fridge because it is a bit more than I expected. Finding the right Tupperware can be quite a challenge. And in the meantime, I will do some more choppery.
Mangoes are one of my favorite desserts. I know it's a lot of work, but it's very much worth it. And they have a juicy, very sweet flavor. I've now finished the salad dressing, following my mum's recipe.
Now I'm going to dribble it over the tomato and mozzarella. Tonight I've got 3 for dinner, so I'm serving up the mango for 3 dishes. And adding some custard. In the meantime, this is looking rather yummy. Mango and custard. Quite a lot of work, but hopefully that'll be a nice dinner. Fennel and mushroom grilled with cheese, rice with sun-dried tomatoes, broccoli with a little hot sauce.
Another nice combination with fennel is falafel, hummus, bulgur wheat and quinoa. This time I used red Leicester cheese, which also works really well with the fennel.
Looking good.
Give it a go with Lolo. When you subscribe, you can get notifications, so you know whenever there's a new show.
Yeah!